What's one of the first things you do when you're planning a trip? Usually it's booking your flight, planning your route, and even finding a place to stay. Then, once you get all those details in place, you get to plan the fun parts of the trip. Hey there, I'm Lindsey Vance, local realtor with Real Broker, and on today's episode, let's go over your ideal weekend in Aiken, South Carolina. First, let's start with proximity to airports and places to stay. Now, if you decide to fly, this will be really easy. Aiken is conveniently located to Augusta, Georgia, about 25 to 30 minutes, and to Columbia, South Carolina, our state capital, which is about 50 minutes, almost an hour if you consider traffic. Both of these airports are so easy to get in and out of without a big city hustle and bustle. Now, if you're coming to Aiken, South Carolina, you have to have the full experience when it comes to accommodations. You have to ditch that chain hotel. Recently, I did a great video on unique places to stay in the area. It includes Airbnbs, luxury suites, award-winning hotels, and so much more, so you've got to check it out. So let's say you decide to make it a long weekend and come into town on a Thursday. Well, you'll be treated with one of the favorite local events right here downtown. Amp the Alley is every Thursday from March through October, and it's live music right here in the alley, open to the public. So bring your chair, bring your favorite drink, and just relax. Or better yet, make a reservation at one of our restaurants right here in the alley, sit outside, and enjoy the music while you're eating dinner. Or if you find yourself waiting for a table for dinner, you can stop by the Alley Tap Room for a drink. They have 48 taps in-house, featuring a ton of craft beer from around the state, wine, kombucha, soda, and coffee. The best part about the Alley Tap Room is it's pet friendly, so you can bring your dog along too. Now here's a fun fact about the alley. We actually have an open container law, so you can enjoy your beverage throughout the vicinity. Even if you're at dinner and you didn't finish your drink, ask for it to go and come out and enjoy, sit in the rocking chair and relax. Okay, it's Friday morning and you're on vacation. What better way to wake up than to find the best cup of coffee in town? Now, I'm definitely a regular here. At New Moon Cafe, the crew has you covered. Whether you want a hot breakfast, a fresh baked muffin, or a delicious smoothie. This locally owned cafe is a favorite. Now, if you love their coffee just like me, you can go a couple doors down to Moon Beans and get some for yourself to take home. I wish y'all could smell the fresh coffee grounds in here. Whether you're looking for whole bean coffee or fresh ground, you've got to stop in Moon Beans. They recently joined with Brave Friend Apparel. This is a really cool shop you've got to check out. Downtown Aiken is made for strolling the sidewalks, window shopping, and the true shop till you drop. Our streets are lined with trees, benches, and historical charm. Downtown shopping, boutiques, and local businesses is one of my favorite things about this small town. Along Lawrence Street, Park Avenue, and Hayne Avenue, along with other side streets, you'll find places for gifts, clothing, antiques, home decor, music, bottle shops, and so much more. I love getting a compliment on something I've gifted or something I'm wearing and proudly say it's from a small, locally owned business right in downtown. Now, while you're here on Lawrence Street, you've got to check out the Aiken Center for the Arts. Now, the interior of this building is stunning in itself, but then you've got a beautiful gallery with local artists and other featured pieces. The Aiken Center for the Arts has educational classes, fine art sales, including local artists, and exhibition opportunities in 5 different galleries. They also have cultural activities, films, musical performances, rental options, and partnerships within the arts community. They even have a gift shop that offers an eclectic variety of fabulous artistic works as well. So it's only Friday and you had a full day of shopping and things to do. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry, so of course I'm going to take you to one of my favorite local restaurants downtown. Here at Whiskey Alley, their menu is incredible. You really can't go wrong. The best part about most of our restaurants here in downtown is their menu changes often because they have food that's locally sourced and seasonal. So every time you visit, it's a little bit unique and interesting because you'll find something new. Now keep in mind, if you decide to eat in downtown, especially for dinner, it's best to make some reservations. Let's say you went out to dinner with a group of friends and you're looking to do something after. Here is the biggest trend happening in most small towns. We have axe throwing. Here at Woodchuckers, it's so much fun. Now, if you've got a family and you want to enjoy something a little more laid back, go right around the corner to Flanagan's Ice Cream or Vampire Penguin and check out some of their frozen treats. So now it's Saturday morning. I hope you had some time to sleep in. Now, what's on the agenda? First up is breakfast. You can grab something at the Polo Grounds Cafe, like a fresh crepe, or go over to our French cafe, La Parisienne. Now, I know I butchered that. The owner even tried to teach me how to say it, but they're pretty authentic there. You've got to check it out. Let's get into some of Aiken's history. Did you know we've had some big names live here and visit, like Fred Astaire, Bing Crosby, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and Evelyn Walsh McLean, the owner of the Hope Diamond. In addition to this rich history, there's so much more to learn. You can catch this on the Aiken Trolley Tour every Saturday morning. The trolley tour leaves the Aiken Visitor Center around 10 a.m. every Saturday morning. I do recommend you make reservations and arrive around 9:45 prior to departure. On this tour, you'll get to see and hear about historic homes and churches, equestrian sites, the Civil War's Battle of Aiken, the live oak canopies on South Boundary, and even a guided walk through Hopeland's Gardens and the Thoroughbred Racing Hall of Fame, of course, weather permitting. There's so much you can explore on this tour. If you're looking to dive a bit deeper into history, you have to go visit the Aiken County Historical Museum. You can spend almost an entire day in there. It is filled with the rich history of Aiken. Now keep in mind, all of our museums are free to visit, but they are volunteer run and really appreciate donations. Now I would love to grab some fresh air and a little bit of exercise while I'm taking a tour around town. In this case, I would recommend the Pedigo Electric Bike Tour. They take a tour around downtown and they tell you a little bit about the history and famous landmarks. This is such a great way to see Aiken. If you're really looking to get some fresh air and exercise, you have to check out one of our most popular landmarks right in downtown. The Hitchcock Woods is one of the largest privately owned urban forests in the US. You've got more than 70 miles of trails to explore and 2,100 acres. It's also pet friendly, so you'll definitely cross paths with people walking their dogs, hiking, horseback riding, and nature enthusiasts. Now keep in mind, they don't allow bicycles or motor vehicles, so it really allows you to enjoy the peace and quiet of the woods. So now that we've had a full Saturday of activities, it's time to unwind, and I really mean that. At Cork and Cap, they have a free wine tasting almost every Saturday. I love the owners at this bottle shop. I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to wine, so they're so helpful. Also, if you've got your family with you and you don't want to enjoy that type of activity, we've got a great shop for you to check out. Cindy's Sweet Shop is a candy shop that has all of the candies from your childhood, all of the new things, and they even have ice cream. We made it through the weekend, and you're probably planning your trip home by now. In the South, it's pretty quiet on Sundays, so let's talk about what you can do. You can always count on brunch somewhere in Aiken. You can try the Stables at Rose Hill. They even have live music on Sundays. One of my favorite things to do on a Sunday after brunch is to visit Eudora Safari Park. It's out in Sally, South Carolina, which is about 30 to 40 minutes from Aiken. It's so much fun. They've got a drive-through safari park area as well as a walk-through area. And animals like kangaroos, giraffes, wildebeests, ostriches, and so much more. You can feed them right from your car. A really popular event in Aiken on Sundays is polo. Now, of course, it has to be in season, which is in the spring and then in the fall. It's a great event to attend, whether you're a horse person or not. It's more of a social event. You can wear your dirty clothes from the barn, your attire just like I'm wearing, or your Sunday best. I hope you had an awesome weekend. Now this is just my ideal plan of a weekend in Aiken, and there's so much more where that came from, like places to stay, where to eat, and things to do, and I've got all of that and more in my relocation guide. I would love to send a copy to you. Better yet, let me know when you make a visit to Aiken so I can put it on my calendar. Now your support in watching my videos is so appreciated. I'm Lindsey Vance and look forward to seeing you next time on Living in South Carolina.